record. I want that to be on the record. So just because you look a little bit different, what was? Tell me that. What's? Yeah, on the record.
Don't shout.
No, yeah.
Yeah, just because you look a little bit different from others, and if it gives you good reason to go to America, then most of the people here should go to America.
Well, that's the thing. The argument that he makes is that in the rest of the video, which I'll ask you guys to watch for your homework, is to. He meets a lot of half Koreans, and by and large the ones that he meets are working as prostitutes. They're suffering a lot. They grew up in orphanages. They never knew their fathers. Because Amerasian, like nowadays, we think of half Korean and we think of half Korean, half Vietnamese, half Korean, half Cambodian, because the farmers bring in their wives. But then a lot of them were GIs who came and left, and they never knew their fathers. So I mean, think about how. So I agree. I totally agree. I think that people nowadays stay if you want to stay, leave if you want to leave back. In my opinion, it's hard to say, but I think she had you'll see in the video, but
it is hard to say because my cousin is a half white, half Korean, and then he lived in Korea until 17. He was picked on so badly.
Yeah.
So he went to America with his mother, Korean mother, and now he works at Microsoft, and he has a really good life. He loves America.
Yeah.
But in her case, she seemed to really fit in.
Yeah, it's a bit different when the fact that she speaks no English. That's got to be scary, don't you think?
Yeah, it is.
Well, I guess she could pick it up soon.
Yeah,
But
actually.
it is 1970s, and it's not really good for everything wasn't stable, right? After the war. So I think Korea is not really stable and then safety place, right? And then being in United States better. And as I told you, like she was not treated nicely means at least it's not really good to live with her uncle. So I believe 1970s is not really good. So being in United States is better than being in Korea. Not appearance things only.
Yeah, and also remember he was talking about how they saw the DMZ, right? So it's and they would put the windows up at night. So it's not. I mean, nowadays do we put windows up like black out the windows at night? It's a totally different Korea, right? Like none of us were very old in the 1970s, so we don't know about how life was really. But like think about our parents, not my parents, but yeah, it's different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did a drill at school every week until the 80s.
Yeah. Even in the 80s, eh? Yeah. So I can't really imagine being in Hyung-suk's shoes. So did you enjoy the video? Was it interesting?
Very much.
Yeah, impressive.
I'd love to see it all.
Yeah, well, I'll send you guys the link, and you guys can watch the rest of it, and we'll talk about it some more.
Just go to TED video and then type in
I'll
Rick
Rick
Sloman.
Sloman and Amerasian, and you'll find it. Yeah.
Oh, Amerasian.
Yeah, try to watch it without the maybe with English language subtitles. It's not when you had the script to read, it wasn't that difficult.
So Amerasian means American Asian, right?
Yeah, American and
so
Asian.
I cannot say someone who was born, Korean who was born in United States.
So yeah,
They
we actually call it a gyopo as
So
well.
gyopo, like banana means banana like a fruit, right?
Well, is that?
This is kind of like discrimination word, but people call like gyopo banana in Canada.
Oh,
so banana means you can imagine, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of discrimination. They look fine, their life looks really great, but people call them banana. Means like they speak English. No, you are not from here, man. Something like that.
Yeah. So maybe that kind of indicates that maybe she'd lose her cultural center. Like if Hyun-suk leaves and goes to America, will she still be a Korean? Like if she grows up the rest of her life in the United States, will she maintain her identity? Yeah, it's a difficult question. I would not want to be in the photographer's position to have a woman ask me that. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's tough.
I read a book called The Shanghai Baby, and the quote, where a person spends his first 10 years decides who he is.
Yeah.
So she will never forget.
Yeah.
So what happened to her?
Well, you'll have to watch the video.
So I'm sure she, everything turned out well for her, and